the 2004 to 2006 GTO. First thing I want to do is apologize for ending part one the way that I did. My battery went dead in the camera, and I was trying to rush to get it done, and I didn't even know that the battery was dead, so I had to end the video and then put up a message of what happened. I don't know if I got a chance to even put that this would be continued in part two, but it's part two today. And today what I'm going to do is show you, I got the pump together, but there's a couple of more things that I want to do to the tank before I actually get the pump installed. So I'm going to put a braided line on the fuel, coming from the fuel pump to the fuel line, where I had it zip tied in part one. I'm just going to go ahead and do everything right while I got it down, and we're going to go from there. So I'm going to walk you through all the steps of that here in part two, and this should conclude the fuel pump replacement. On the bottom of the tank, we have this fitting right here. This goes to my fuel line that runs up to the front of the car. As you see, this is the one that I had zip tied because I broke the clip off the end. And taking the tank out, you see we messed that up, but I was going to replace it anyway, so it doesn't make a difference. All right, so basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to replace it with this braided hose right here. See, I got a 45 on here, and I'm going to put the other end on there, and we're going to replace this line with the braided line. And I have these little quick disconnects that I bought, so it should screw into there, and it clips, the other end clips right into this quick disconnect right over on here. So I'm about to go ahead and put this end on this hose right now, and then we can go ahead and take this line here off. I got the end on there. It's not the prettiest because I had to squeeze it so much inside of the vise, but as long as it don't leak, I got it flushed down on there so it shouldn't leak. And now I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Zoomed in too much. Go ahead and take that off. This is how I broke it on the other end, popping it up like that, and it just pretty much snapped it in half like that. So, and pull that off. Okay, so now I want to put the braided one on, but let me go get the other piece of the fitting that I had. Not sure if it needs it or not, but I'm going to put a little bit of Teflon tape on the end of this. Okay, I have the line on there now, and it probably would have been easier for me if I would have put the black piece on the line before I stuck it in, because it spins around on there, which is why I had to get 2 wrenches to hold the black piece and then to turn that. So that should be done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop the fuel pump inside of the tank. Okay, I got the pump ready to go in. Everything connected. I zip tied the wires up. And getting ready to drop into the tank right now. And plug up. It should be I'm using all the original connections, so everything should go in pretty easy. All right, got the pump in there, got everything connected, and it's ready to go back in the car now. So I'll go ahead and start doing that. Okay, I got the tank back in and all of the trunk carpeting and stuff back in. So I just got to go up under the bottom and connect the fuel lines. And the fuel tank part of it will be done. Okay, I'm up under the car and I got the fan on, so I'm sorry if it's affecting the quality of this video. But what I'm doing now is I got to connect the fuel line. That's the fuel line right here. And I got to connect the vent hose up there. So I'm going to go ahead and put the vent hose in there. Alright, the vent hose is on there. And remember when I did the other end, I said I'm going to go ahead and put the black fitting into it first to tighten it up to make it easier. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Just got to get my Teflon tape. So go ahead and put this on there now. It goes right here on that nozzle. I think I'm gonna go over that. But I did it long and it's gonna have a loop in it. Alright, I heard it snap just now. And that's on there. So my fuel line is on there. Vent hose is on. Everything should be good to go. Let me get the light closer so I can See my 45 fitting there, put on there. It's like I said before, the fuel line is a little long, but it definitely helps out when putting the tank in. So I think that should be fine. All right, well, that concludes the replacing the fuel pump part of this video. Thanks for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.